So here we go with a little bit of commentary. This is, well, it's the 24th. It's the 24th of the 8th, which is August, and we are driving due north from Warsaw, together with Alan Heath, Lord Moggy, and Marisha.
Hello.
And we're going to see some sights in the northern part of Poland. We're going to see my little girl. Also, Marisha's got a little girl up in a concentration camp near to Hitler's old bunker. It's a Polish tradition to let your children play around in concentration camps. I think that's what they're called, obozy, aren't they? That's
obozy, yes,
obozy,
yes,
camp.
I don't like that one.
And they go there to play over the summer, a little bit like the old Camp Granada, is it? Camp Granada? Hello, mother. Hello, father.
Hello, mama.
Hello, father. Right, so that kind of idea. So
I would just like to point something out.
You want to point out something?
Because the road there, we have a very good road being built now. Now we're back on the old road, which nothing's happened, and you can see as we come towards Sieradz, it's still it's pretty dismal.
Sieradz, okay.
But it'll get better.
Okay. So when they say szerokie drogi, they don't mean serockie drogi.
Serockie drogi, yeah.
Okay.
But if you turn on the right here, you've got some fantastic views. If you go down there on the over the lake, it's a really beautiful scenery, and it's hardly anybody who goes there as well.
Right.
So it's really very, very attractive. Now the lake is still, obviously it's near the Zalew, the reservoir, I suppose, or whatever. It's getting narrower here, but it's still very attractive. And Sieradz is a place where it was sort of, even between the wars, it was a resort. People would come here, a lot of people, Sieradz.
So it's a resort. People used to resort here, did they?
Yeah, it was as a last resort.
Okay.
And they would come here.
All right.
And
well, quickly, because I'm going to use up all my film just on Sieradz. What did you want to say about it?
That's it, really. I think that's
a
really nice place to come to.
Town centre now of Sieradz, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just going back to what I was going to say. We're on our way up to the north of Poland, to the Lakeland area, where these kids are, my kid, Marisha's kid, and we're also going to take time out when we're up there to see some historical sites connected with the Second World War. And those of you that watch Alan Heath's videos and seen Alan Heath's channel, and if you haven't, then I highly recommend going along to the Alan Heath channel on YouTube, which is youtube.com/Alan Heath, written as one word. Then you'll see a lot of documentation of historical sites in Poland and a lot of learned commentary about those sites. So, and today we're going to have the benefit of Alan's encyclopedic knowledge, and possibly also, if there's time, see some things which ordinary history tourists don't get to see in these regions. Nice bit of architecture there, isn't there?
Yeah, this church.
Is it neo-Gothic? You know all these things.
No, I don't know about this, unfortunately. About architecture, I can't tell you. But yeah, look at the size of this church. You compare that to the size of the people around here. But there's some areas around here with some really, quite magnificent churches.
Camera.
And so that was a particularly magnificent church, but it's certainly very powerful, very strong, very big.
And we're going up next to the Narew River, yeah?
Yeah, we're following the Narew. This is the road 61, which more or less runs parallel to the Narew River. In fact, if you followed it all the way, depending on the road you go, you actually cross it and then you come back over.
So that you'd call that the floodplain, maybe? Would you?
Yeah, I think it is a floodplain, but the thing is, the water isn't particularly high in other parts of the this channel.
So Półtusk 15, Augustów 213 at this point.
This is Podgorzelec.
Podgorzelec, okay. Which means that under a little hill, yeah?
I didn't know that.
Well, Góra is a hill, yeah?
Yeah,
so
Góra is a hill.
Pod is under, yeah?
I forgot the bit at the end of the
Well, Elec? I don't know.
Okay.
Elec is just like kind of,
Elec.
it's like Kościelec, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
You get that, and it means something like next to a church.
Yeah.
Right. That's just a suffix to make a settlement, to make a city name.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because you get Elets coming up, and Edlets and things like that. Elets, Edlets, that sort of thing. This is Półtusk. Półtusk, which is a major tourist attraction. Apart from anything else, it's got the longest market place.
You are over the speed
Yes, thank you, Thomas. It's got the longest marketplace, and there at the top you can see Dom Polonia. That turret up there is Dom Polonia, which you can just see back there. And it's got the longest marketplace, or the market square, in Poland. Original architecture, original Polish traditional architecture, and the Dom Polonia is there because it's a centre for people, Polish people from other countries, to come and enjoy Polishness back in Poland. And people come from around the world to this place actually, and it's got one of the best restaurants, a couple of the best restaurants that you can get in this country, with a strong specialism in Polish food. There's a bit of Polish driving, for example, and we're going to just take a slight detour here, just to drive around the market square.
There's one house where Napoleon slept.
Is that one of the houses where Napoleon slept?
No, on the square.
On the square.
I think he actually spent there with one of them ladies on the right now.
Yes, that's true. It's probably possible that maybe one of them's actually Josephine. Do you know that Napoleon? This is going to be interesting for information for people on the channel. Do you know that Napoleon actually used to say to is it Walewska that he had was his Polish girlfriend?
I don't.
Madame Walewska or something like that?
Yeah, that name rings a bell, but
Yeah?
I don't know.
He used to say to her, "I'll be there in a couple of days, so don't wash." He used to enjoy a bit of the old minge. Did our Napoleon, and yes, he used to prefer a woman to smell like a woman, if he could get that. So, and I suppose that if you were Napoleon, you basically got what you wanted. Kino Narew, named for the...
Very nice bit of socialist architecture there.
It is, isn't it?
Turn back where possible.
Turn back.
Turn back where possible. What for?
Because he doesn't want us to go and see this marketplace, the GPS. He wants us to just press ahead to the destination. He's got this terrifically St Trinian's headmaster, actually St Trinian's headmistress, and you know, the kind of old black and white films English accent.
In 150 meters, turn left, then left.
Turn left, then left. In other words, that's
Turn
going
left
back.
in 100 meters, then left.
Well, we're not going to do what you say, mate, so what you going to do about it, eh?
Turn left, then left.
Here's the market.
So the Dom Polonia actually used to be a bishop's seat, didn't it, if I'm not mistaken? Part of the bishops of Płonsk region had a sort of like castle there, and that's what this Półtusk is, isn't that the case? You're the historian.
I don't know, sorry, I can't, can't answer that one.
So here we are.
Oh, very nice. Look at that.
It's medieval.
Isn't that attractive?
It's justified and it's ancient. There's the town hall right bang in the middle.
Sukiennice sort of thing.
It is that kind of idea.
meters,
So you get this
turn
in-
right.
Here's Kraków in Wrocław, and here's a smaller version.
Well, it's actually one of the longest in Poland. It's not very broad, but it's long.
Yeah, yeah. There's a place.
Some girls like that.
Oh yeah, apparently. So,
Prepare to turn left in 750 meters.
Oh, a load of rubbish. Here you turn left.
So that's next to that fat. No, that's the turret up there. Is that castle, the Dom Polonia?
Yeah, there's the castle. There's the castle. We're going towards the castle now. I'm not certain.
don't
Now. Can you turn around to go down here?
Well, yeah, you always got to turn round.
There's a place in Slovakia called Bardejov.
Well, listen, actually,
That's got a pretty big minute. Really.
I have actually filmed this Półtusk before. So this castle, I've actually done a film standing there with me dancing about and saying my lovely lady lumps or something silly. If you look up Portrusk and Usenet posts, you'll probably see some more of this place. It's not the first time I've been here filming it. Very serious. It's a leading edge channel for seriousness. Nice fountain. Looking back up to the thing. So we're going to drive down this legendarily long market square.
Now, the place that Napoleon met that woman we just saw coming out of the church, is one of these on the right now.
That's one of the prettiest police stations you're ever going to see, on the right as well. There's the whole sort of town hall area there. It being Sunday, there's only a few market stalls.
Last time I see there wasn't any at all. That was a Sunday afternoon. In June 2004.
Okay. Was Kaczynski still in power?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't at all in power then.
He wasn't. Oh,
Well,
before
it
he
was
was
a sensible government then. Well, I mean, it was SLD, but it was Belka, so it wasn't a Bible.
Ah, Marek Belkov.
Right, Belka, yeah.
Okay.
And here's a big church.
Yeah, that's right.
So if anybody wants a quick confess.
I must confess I don't. But there we go. I think we can see.
Prepare to turn left in 300 meters.
Who's that guy with the hat on? That statue.
Don't know. It wasn't the Pope, was it? I didn't.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway.
The last Pope, that is, not the current one.
Oh yeah, nobody makes statues of the current.
The German one. Yeah. What's his name?
This Most Benedictinsky. Benedict.
Benedict. Yeah, that's
just
it.
like this
That's
bridge
his
is
name.
called Most Benedict.
Turn left in 100 meters, then right.
There you go. It's telling me to do something which I ain't allowed to do.
Turn left, then
Turn
right.
left. Turn left.
Turn left. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, that'll get me into a bit of trouble.
Apart from not even being the way to where we're going.
Yeah. Well, there we are.
In.
Okay. Well, is it 618 that we want to be?
Right, straight up. I'll go slow.
Alright then.
Yeah. Just ignore that GPS. I'll tell you.
Okie dokie. You're on record as knowing the way. Whether that turns out to be the case is another matter. I've never actually been north of Portrusk on this road. I've been on this road up to Portrusk on several occasions, but I've never actually been on this road north of Portrusk, which means I've seen something new today.
Over the speed limit.
Okay, so I'm over the speed limit. What do you want me to do? I'm not driving, am I?
I hope I'm over. I hope I'm over the speed limit. I hope I stay that way for a long time. a little stop on the journey in this Petrochemia Płotsk. Had a bit of a toilet break. The resident Australian, Lord Moggy, has had a bar of chocolate. He's set up for the day now, and we've got a little not a feline friend, a canine friend. He looks like a dingo. We've decided that he's about the right size to be a dingo, so if you wanted to reintroduce the dingo to other parts of the world where it originally came from, because it's not a native to Australia, is it, the dingo?
No, it actually comes from China.
It comes from China, does it? Okay. Is that why it's called dingo? It's dingo. Sounds a bit Chinese, doesn't it?
There's a big story about that, actually.
Is there really? What, the Chinese introduced the dingo specially, did they? Or
Yeah,
what?
but what happened was when the Chinese did a lot of trading.
He wants to be yours, does he?
Yes.
Okay, right so.
I take him.
Physically?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
The reason why that
So you've got the same park these places I have.
it got introduced to Australia was due to trading. Trading various products in the old times. And it actually was competing against the mainland Tasmanian tiger of Australia.
Competing as the Tasmanian tiger?
Yeah, and that's what happened. Wiped it out.
Terrible.
In the end, that became the dingo. No more Tasmanian tiger on the mainland.
Well, are there any Tasmanian tigers?
If there is any left, there might be some in Tasmania still.
There might be some, might there?
After
Okay.
lots of culling.
Okay.
you like it.
No, so there's no dingoes in Tasmania?
No, none.
Right. So, if you went to Tasmania, you'd be the only one, mate.
Tasmania, yeah. There's no dingoes in Tasmania.
Yeah. Well, there we are. He's a friendly guy, anyway.
Oh.
Well, he's... No, I think we'll have to leave him that way. Right.
And take second exit.
Not entirely sure what this...
Second exit means straight ahead.
In 100 meters, enter roundabout. Take second exit.
Second exit means straight ahead, does it? Okay.
That's the first
Polo,
exit.
Polo Market.
There's a lot of them now.
Yes.
I don't know who the owners are.
I'm not sure exactly what... This hasn't been time what the name of this town is at all.
26 kilometers.
Rujan, it says on the...
Oh, so this is Rujan. Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, you asked me earlier. Sorry.
Rujan. And I know a guy who used to be in the Zarząd of the British Polish Chamber of Commerce called Różański. He was on it for a short time, then he decided that he wanted to be... Oh, look, there's a tank.
Oh, that's a T-34 with a 76mm gun.
Okay.
No, sorry, it's an 85. It's the bigger. Yes.
Well, make your mind up.
Yeah, it's the bigger one, 85.
Okay. Who made that tank then?
It wasn't me.
Was it Wabendi?
Sorry?
Was it Wabendi?
No, it means the Soviet Union.
Soviet Union? It's a Russian tank, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's a Russian tank.
Okay.
You are over the speed limit.
How can you be over the speed? No, you're not.
He's just oversensitive, this guy. So Rujan.
I mean, I'm pretty keen on things like driving safely and all the rest of it. But I mean, I don't think you're over the speed limit.
Do I come across as a safe driver to you?
Yeah.
Even with the camera in hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're not, as long as you keep you're in control.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, a lot of people do say, oh, you drive with a camera, you take pictures at the same time. That means you're not exactly a very safe driver, but I don't see it that way myself. And just to prove that I do have this in my hand, I'll turn it around and focus it back on myself like that, you see.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that though.
You don't think so? Alright, well, just for the sake of the camera, you mean, yeah?
What I do is I jam it between the, when I got this one, I thought it would be much more difficult to do, but I jam it between the windscreen and the,
I've never managed...
What you can't do on this.
Well, the other thing is, if you have it in your hand, then you've got natural amortization, haven't you?
Yeah.
Whereas if you jam it there, you're going to get every single vibration of the car will end up on your film.
Yeah, probably does.
That's the other reason for just holding it in the hand, because your arm's got all these different things that are built in there to keep things steady, yeah? So, I mean, it's not exactly steady, but it's a lot steadier. It's not got the jerks and things that it would have if it was just stuck there on the dashboard. So I think it would just start vibrating. So I actually prefer filming, if I'm driving, filming just with the thing in hand like that. That's how I do it anyway. Your mileage may vary. Looking at this piece of architecture, well, it kind of catches the eye. If I can get through the trees there. There we are. Well, that was quite eye-catching. Shelun. What would you say about that? Architecturally?
Church is probably built towards the end of the last century.
Right. I didn't notice what's it called?
Mischiniet or something like that.
Yeah. But it's very nice, isn't it?
It is.
These coloured painted houses here.
I mean, I see one or two people seem to have done the old houses with these wooden things. It'll be 19th century. I mean, some mean, well, maybe not here 18th century, but there are those which are 18th century. they're very typical of a border
Oh, look at
village.
that, look at that, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Shtetl? You think it's a
Yes,
shtetl?
I can tell by the big church.
Well, that it's a shtetl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, yeah, right. That looks very shtetlish, doesn't it?
That big church. We're now very Mystians. We're very close to the border now. The former
border? Oh, the
Between
border with Germany, I see.
In fact, Germany and Poland, for the border here, didn't change between the wars. There was this referendum.
Right.
The population voted to be with Germany, although...
Pity that the Georgians didn't get that, or the Abkhazians and the South Ossetians
this would resolve them at the ones
Prepare
that
to right on main road in 300 meters.
Have the unpopular decision. You keep on the straight, you keep going straight ahead here.
Okay. What's the unpopular decision?
The Georgia is not in the right. This is what Russia's gone over the top.
Well,
right on main road in 100
they flexed their
meters.
muscles a bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, they had the right to look after their people. I mean, they've certainly flexed their muscles rather hard, which is. But then there's another.
They're bombing the infrastructure and knocking out bridges and things like that.
Drive
That was
38
Well, I think
kilometers.
that's a bit of a masterstroke, really, because I mean, look at the way that the Americans, went in there and under their noses, put in all of this finance, all of these.
Georgia's only second to Israel in terms of foreign aid.
Yeah, well, there you are, you see, and there's no reason for it other than to put the Russians' nose out. Okay, so now they've taken the opportunity and excuse to show the Americans that all of this money's now been wasted, that's been put in, yeah, and it's all about that. I mean, they didn't actually. Yes, sure, that there was loss of life, and that's very tragic, innocent civilians, X, Y, Z, but what most Georgians now in power are moaning about is their ports, their roads, their airports, their bridges. That's what they're worried about. They're not worried about their people. If they were worried about their people, they wouldn't have provoked the Russians in the first place.
Yeah, quite. I mean, this is where it's. I mean, Saakashvili comes across very well. He's very nicely spoken. He looks very smart. He's the sort of person you want your daughter to meet or your sister.
Well, I don't know. I think he looks like an absolute creep, actually.
Not really.
I don't like the look at him at all. The only thing he has is he speaks English.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so that he can brown-nose the Americans that pay him
if
so
your
much.
If your daughter met somebody, a Georgian that spoke English, you'd prefer that to somebody who couldn't speak English.
Well, I don't know. I'd certainly prefer a Georgian than at least Georgians are Christians, I suppose. But I don't think Saakashvili. I mean, I think he's an extremist. Well,
he did turn against. He knew Shevardnadze. He turned against them. He was in Shevardnadze's government. I mean, he's been around for a while. He was a lawyer in New York until 1997, something like that. And he went back to Georgia. So he's what, 44, I think he is. But I mean, this attack was. What was he thinking? Did he think the Russians would just stand back? I mean, there's one thing when when Croatia attacked Serbia, the Serbian enclaves like Krajina and whatever it's called, Vukovar, and which was Serbian population, which in my opinion should have been given to Serbia. I mean, Bosnia should never have been a country.
So what they're doing is basically that they're not treating different parts of the world on an equal basis. They should have standard methods for dealing with who goes where in these situations. They should have a standard algorithm as to what constitutes a new state, and when referendums needed to be called, and on what basis you then redraw the lines of territory around population. They need to have that actually standardised for the planet, and then that's the first step they can take. So we've got some nice company.
Tak. My filmujemy rzeczy.
To jest nasz hobby.
Tak.
Powiedzcie, jak się nazywacie?
Tak.
Ewa.
Ewa i Monika. Eve and Monica.
Ewa i Monika, ja.
Okay.
Alan? Marysia?
Ja się też mam przedstawić.
Tak.
And Moggy, or Graham.
Graham. David.
Coś.
David.
To mamy tutaj dwóch Anglików, jeden Australijczyk i jedna pół Austriaczka.
Proszę?
Moja mama pracuje.
Tak?
No i siostra. Właściwie sama pracę.
Okej, no to my pracujemy tutaj. My jesteśmy Angolami, a tutaj pracujemy, więc... Tak, no tu jest Australijczyk tu w środku.
Australia, tak.
No.
Australia.
I jeszcze nie jeszcze wolny, stan cywilny wolny, dziewczyny.
Cywilny wolny, tak.
No. Ten paszport australijski jest dostępny tutaj.
Tak.
Jak to
Ale dolar australijski jest mało wart teraz.
To jest ten
To
problem.
jest jak funt za idzie na dół.
Tak, trzeba żądać, żeby w złotych było. Okej. Jest ta granica, tak?
To granice były
O,
gdzieś,
tu jeszcze
nie
mają
jestem
tutaj
całkowicie-
sztacheldrata tutaj nawet.
Nie jestem
wcześniej.
całkowicie pewny, gdzie był granice, bo pierwsze miasto, które był w
Hang on,
Niemczech...
we've changed language, Alan.
Tak?
We have to get back to English because I'm
Oh,
filming.
sorry.
That was the old...
So this is the former board. So in this area, I'm not certain exactly where it was.
I think it was where that
In fact,
barbed wire fence was back there.
It
It looked like it was very rusty barbed wire. I think it was still from the old days.
Yeah. But I have been down this road before, and I did actually find it. But Rodzogi. The Stitno was the first large town which was in Germany. The name of Stitno in German I've forgotten.
Scheissno.
Yeah, probably. And
Maybe.
Was?
Pamiętasz, to czy Lesie gdzieś tam.
A, okej, dobra. A co w lesie
w
chcesz?
lesie może być?
Może być w lesie.
Dobra, no to w
Dobra,
lesie.
dobra, ty idziesz tam.
Drogę zatorowałeś.
Nie, to nie musisz za daleko iść.
Nie ma problemu.
Dobra, okej.
Dobra,
Znaczy,
to
on musi tak
idziemy każdy w
to
swoją
robić,
stronę,
co
żeby
chcemy zrobić.
troszkę podlewać kwiaty. To będziemy podlewać. This is more German, this approach. So
Yeah, this is absolutely, this is
German architecture?
Yeah.
This is obviously new anyway.
Yeah, it's new, but what we've just passed through
Yeah.
is clearly, it's clearly German. Whereas, for example, that.
So it's Omega. Are they horses' shoes or are they Omegas? Well, they must be Omegas, I suppose. So here we go.
Yeah.
This
You
is
are
Stitno,
over
yeah?
the speed limit.
You're on the speed limit.
Ostrołęka.
This is Stitno.
Stitno. Well, German
Yeah.
place, yeah?
Yeah, German.
Scheissno
Now,
originally. And there's Exodus.
Yeah, Exodus. Exodus. Don't post your So the Polis, I've got a training centre here. This
Yeah?
is where they send all the Polis to Stitno for some reason. They're training how to take bribes and things.
Do they? They tell them what the going rate is. They give them.
Oh yeah. Make sure you know.
Yeah, you won't want to take too little.
Oh yeah, no, but then again, you want to take too much. Right, there's the Polis now.
Yeah,
going
so it
past.
is, yes.
So I should have been sorry, I could have been filming this.
Oh, yeah, well there we are.
Yeah, well.
They weren't in the car anyway. So
we had two different
I was filming and
group
I've got a film. I was filming and I got pulled over.
did you really get
Yeah.
pulled over for filming?
No, not for filming, no, because I was just stopping people at random.
Oh, I see.
But I mean,
But now it's less than...
This looks like I should
No,
stop
keep
it. Keep going.
yeah.
Oh, no, I was going to stop for half.
Yeah,
I should look good on the film.
film.
I thought she was going to look good on the film.
Oh, there it
you
is.
see.
That's where the Polis comes.
That's the police academy, is it?
Yeah, that's the Vicious Scholar Polis.
Okay,
It's where they learn to take bribes. Pretty good, that.
Okay.
We've seen that.
that's good.
And
So if ever you get done by a corrupt policeman, you know where he learned his craft.
now,
This is getting like, oh, what's that then? Ujon Mayski? No, it's Cesspool School. So that's another school. Looks like there's a lot of interesting schools in this place.
on the left-hand
Look at the
side,
funny cloud formation. Okay.
we've got, it wasn't atomic ones. We've got a lake. It's a big
See,
lake.
that goes back to, so that's how we're going to go back, yeah? We're going to go back along 57. We should have come this way, but never mind.
Yeah.
At least we've seen two different things.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it depends where we are. See,
so that's, he's got a wire edge car. My first car was wire edge, but it had the wire on the other end, not the first end.
yeah, I had one of them. Was it 1982? Wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Even earlier, actually, I think.
No, 83 I remember was the first A-Reg, because it was the 3rd of August, we saw one in the Alps.
See, now you've got all of these UK cars in Poland because Polish people
Prepare
working
to
there.
enter roundabout in 300
You can always tell which
meters
ones are the
and
Polish
take
people's cars because
first exit.
they're still on the old on the old registration system. They're over how many years old ago would that have been? That would have been about 5 years ago that they changed over to the new registration system, which I can't understand.
Yes, I mean, my car, both of my cars,
100 meters, enter roundabout, take first exit.
First exit, that means I'm going straight, and they want to go to the... So I'm going to there, they want to go off there, so we're going to part company with these young ladies.
Why don't we just park down here somewhere on the right?
Yeah, I'll park somewhere on the right, yeah, you're absolutely right.
And we'll get through them.
Okay.
Wy musicie jechać w tym kierunku, na 50 czy 58.
Drive more than 10 kilometers.
Okay, let them out then, Moggs. Oh, you can't. You do it, Al, because you're on that side.
Oh, it's a big puddle down there.
Shall I move forward?
Yeah, move forward.
Well, that's nice. Down there's the lake. Isn't that nice?
Dobrze, Olsztyn jest dobrze. Jeżeli macie możliwości do Gdańska, jest lepsze, dobrze?
Dziękuję bardzo za przyjemną podróż. No,
Dziękuję.
Świadome towarzystwo. No, dziękujemy również.
Bye, bye.
Bye, bye bye.
That was nice, short but sweet. We're making very bad. Oh, mobilizer's cutting again. Right, so much for this shit now, yeah?
Yep.
I always thought it would be a good place for a brick factory.
Why not?
We could call it Shit No Bricks. So musisz mieć litości nad nim. Nothing, I didn't say anything.
You did say. I heard you. You're trying to set me up with everybody.
Why don't I do the filming?
Well, you've got a camera of your own, mate.
Yeah, no, I'll
Go ahead and film.
But I could film for you.
That's alright, I quite like this.
Okay.
Where's the creativity if somebody else does your filming for you?
Well, yeah, but it's the banter that counts.
Yes, it is. Well, you're welcome to join in the banter. I'm counting on it.
Yeah. So, right.
Okay, Bartoszyce straight on.
Warsaw.
Right.
No, I thought it was an ex-pigeon.
You thought it was an ex-pigeon?
Yeah.
Probably an ex-parrot.
Yeah.
What a lovely plumage it had.
Plumage don't enter into it. This is an ex-parrot.
Right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that yellow stuff. That's really nice. I want to stop the car, get out and run around in it. I'm still a kid at heart, really. This calls for a Holstein. Let's do a little more film. We're nearly here in Dadai, in Rumsovo, in Jezioro Dadai, which is Lake Dadai, which is a place, apparently a very nice, clean lake. I hope you all brought swimming trunks.
I did indeed.
Well done. And did you bring swimming trunks?
Who else?
Did you bring Marysia? Brałaś kąpielówkę?
Słucham?
Brałaś kąpielówkę?
No dużo brałam, jakbym mogła jechać nad jezioro.
No.
A ja, ale mówiąc szczerze, ja miałem w moim klubie, ale ja wiedziałem.
Do you know how to swim, Moggy?
Yeah.
You don't know how to swim?
I thought everybody could swim.
I thought Australians all knew how to surf on the beach. You don't swim, mate?
No.
You're kidding me.
I hate the water.
You don't like the water?
So what are you going to do?
Are you a bushman then?
I'm a bushman.
Okay.
A great white shark comes across the bush chasing after you.
Do you have great white sharks in Perth?
We teach,
Yes, we do.
we teach him today.
Well, you're going to have to sit on the bank while we're in the lake, mate.
You know how?
So there we are. You can do the filming then.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not looking very positive, this one.
You don't want a jewellery maker girlfriend then?
Yeah, I don't mind one that sells jewellery. That would do. Yeah.
Is that a stalk?
Yes,
It is a stalk's nest. It's overgrown though, so I don't think there's necessarily that much by way of stalks going there. So this is Ramsovo, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little bit in media res. There's some nice old barns and things all around. Nice bit of architecture. Architecture.
Yeah.
So, Marysia, where do we go now?
I've got them Warszawiaków. Oh, very nice. Got them Warszawiaków come here.
There's a little Kaplica.
Kaplica.
Yeah. She's still got her flowers from her day, which was on the 15th, not that long back.
Statue.
Prepare to turn right in 300 meters.
Yeah, I mean, you're right in reality. This is just the sort of thing. This is just the sort of entertainment I like.
Is it? You like this, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn right in 100 meters.
Okay, so we got Dadai and Star Dadai. So I'm a 3-star Dadai. Dadai number 3. Alright, Dadai. Oh look, there's a big
here.
pile of horse shit. Oh look, there's a big pile of horse shit. So here we go.
Arrive at destination.
Arrive at destination. I think it's another 3 kilometres, isn't it, Mike? That's all right. At least it's going to keep quiet now because it's got no further instruction. It's awaiting my further instructions. Like lawyers always write, awaiting further instructions. It's awaiting for you to let me bleed you some more.
No instructions from my client.
Are you content to wait on matters, Mr. Heath?
What?
That's something for you.
See, they laugh. These people from Warsaw coming, eh?
Photographing and filming everything.
Warszawiaków.
Yeah. Dadai. You got the Dadai Lake down that way with all the kids in the rowing boats and what have you. There's the way in. So it's like kind of gate with something over it. It's like Arbeit macht frei, isn't it? A little bit. Sorry.
Dadai macht frei.
Dadai macht Spaß.
Macht Spaß.
So yeah.
Und
but it does have the idea of it being like a concentration camp when they got the sort of like the gate with the sort of like thing over it like that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't actually put in such a big building in your camp like that.
Okay, well there it is anyway. So this is what it looks like on the inside this camp. This is the eatery. And Sophie's over there giving it a wave. I can focus up on her. There she is, having an eat. I'll take a photo of the whole area so that... Oh, sorry, I'm trying to film here, by the way. Just having a nice look, and so it'll be a memory for her, what she was experiencing for 14 days. Quite a long camp, really. So Sophie's going to show the way to her house. There's the thing outside, what it looks like.
Pękła, bo mu spadła. Pękła i żeśmy ją kleili, żeby nie dał w łódkę. Mówię, że tam tego nie pasuje.
This is what these camps look like. Warmie gaudet e cantat. Well, there are wasps around today, that's for sure.
Nie, ryba mnie dziabnęła i to przez to
strasznie brudne spodnie.
Proszę pani, Boże, co ja gadam,
Wiesz co, jak ty jest, to
Oh, there's rather a lot of wasps. That's right, walking through a wasp's nest, practically.
Wait, wasps, man, they give you get jam from them, that, you know.
it's honey from bees and jam from wasps.
That's the teach them now.
I've been stung all hour and I've got nout, and ye's 2 pair of woofers. 1 sting of 1 wasp, and you nearly deed.
There was another one a few years ago. There was a mouse in the house. I can't remember the.
Moose in the house. Yeah.
Get rid of it. That was the last thing.
What happened to that? What is that?
Okay.
O, mogę ci coś pokazać?
Zaraz, poczekaj. Fenicik
What happened?
Zuzia to nie wszystko.
No właśnie, Zuzia wzięła patrz, no i tak.
Teraz?
Nie, to było wczoraj.
Oh, that's not nice. So ona została stangowana. So she got stung off a wasp.
Wash it, wash it.
You got a... Is it acid or is it
I
alkaline?
don't know, but you got to put the obvious one in. But
The opposite one in.
you've got nothing, then you just wash it.
Gryzło, bo cię
Yeah.
Jeszcze uzdrzemnęłam, bo
So
ona
we don't have such dangerous things as you have. Your neck of the woods.
Yeah. I mean, if that was one of those black widow spiders, this would be it. I have to go to the hospital. 5,000 kilometres by helicopter. Yeah? Okay. Well, you obviously don't have any kind of problem with your wasp stings, that's for sure. Which is good. Lots of apples on that tree. Well, that's all nice and thingy. Let's have a look inside it. This is wasps. So this is where you're in this little bedroom, is it?
Yeah.
And I suppose they've got spiders all around, but the spiders aren't doing much of a job against the wasps.
Yeah, spider.
Yeah. Do you like those spiders?
Yeah.
They're good, aren't they? Just hanging there, trying to keep you safe from the wasps. So which is your bed?
Mine's here.
What, the one at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's sort you out then. Into the town of Biskuppiec. We've lost Marisha, but we've got Sophie. Where's Sophie? Down there. Hi. We're taken away with us for a little respite from her camp, and to see we were going to go to Hitler's bunker, or not? What's it called? Hitler's
Wolf's Lair.
Wolf's Lair. His control point in headquarters in the Eastern Front for the war, which is apparently worth seeing, but it's too far away. It turns out that we only have an hour of free time, so that's meant that we can't exactly do that, which is a bit of a disappointment, but we'll do it another day.
It won't go away.
It won't go away, and also one other time I'm going to have to find this, go with Alan to this thing that he's told me about, this, you know, what these South American Himmler's place, is it? This South American Aztec temple.
Yeah.
Hidden in the wilds of Poland.
Pozieździe.
What?
Pozieździe.
That's easy for you to say.
That's where it is.
Okay. So what we've decided is just to come to the nearest town, which is this Biskuppiec, which as well has no doubt a proud and noble history. Do you know anything about the history of Biskuppiec?
No.
Alright then.
I know there's a roundabout here though.
Yeah, I know that. I knew that from something. And there's some clouds over it as well. I knew that as well. And there's some of the architecture is sort of
socialist.
If ever there was one.
Place to be, doesn't
Right. Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, that's not bad. We can come back there. But let's have a look at the. Let's have a quick look at the town centre. That's one option. Oh, look at that. What do you think of that?
There's a church. That's a very nice, powerful looking building. I don't know if it's a church. I'm just assuming.
Could be.
Yeah. Oh wow! Look at the right. This is nice.
What's that?
These old streets.
Oh yeah. Well, let's have a look then. We'll come back to that in a second. You're telling me that this is all original? Oh, that's, I can't go in
down there. Unless you happen to live in Ulica Moniuszki.
Well, you can always say you do.
Sowiecki.
Quite a well-kept place, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's not like this. I'm thinking about actually maybe moving here.
Yeah, it's probably not the worst thing you could do.
They've got a graveyard there. You know, there's people dying to get in there.
There are. So you think it looks like old and justified and ancient, does it?
I think this looks. It's not like the original Biskuppiec, which is near Poznan somewhere, or Wielkopolska somewhere, which is sort of a very old place. But
oh, that's what you were looking at, wasn't it? That's what you saw. Let me just reverse it. Crash, tinkle. that's the old. It's quite a nice set of old tiles, isn't it? On that. Let's try and zoom up into it. It looks fairly like the real McCoy, doesn't it? Okay, let's keep going. Is it recording properly? Yes, I think so. Oh,
I just realised that this is the gear stick you got there. I was wondering what
it is, but I barely use it. It's all automatic. So there's that thing which we could eat at, and then afterwards we've got. Let's give it the once around the roundabout.
Oh yeah, because I mean we'll be really sad when we miss it. There's like a cattle mark thing. Although maybe it's not cattle, maybe it's a normal market.
Right, this time we're going to go.
Yeah,
we're going to go down there. We went down there.
Now we can go straight ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get ice creams here. Maybe we should go and see the church or something.
Ah, that's no entry. That's no entry. Yes, it is nice, isn't it?
It is nice, yeah.
Can I say why?
Why?
That's
Mazuri.
Mazuri.
Allah has got a flower shop here.
Allah?
Yeah.
I thought you were Jewish. I thought you didn't recognise Allah.
Allah? Yeah. At the bank?
The bank, yes it is.
Yeah,
there's a textile shop with a British flag on it. People think they're giving it to charity. Well, they're not. They're giving it to these shops that sell them at a massive profit.
Well, they've got a lot of cost though.
Well, I suppose they do, yeah. Not that massive of a profit.
You can't go down there.
Right, so that's like that's like a park with people's faces on.
Yeah, that's probably some local so-and-so.
Local hero, local boy made good. Kościół parafialny Pan Pawła Święty Jana Chrzciciela. There you go. There's John Paul II, like he never died, and there's quite interesting. What do you think of that? Over the doorway there, that blue and
I think it's
and yellow glass arrangement.
It looks some tacky.
You don't think it's original?
No.
I think it was brought from a sort of like ornament shop, do you?
Yeah.
You don't think that's original?
Yeah, I think.
What about the door itself? Do you think the door's original?
Well, no, it was replaced. Well, maybe.
What about those jangly bricks going up the sides? Do they look original?
That's probably original.
Oh, that's all right then.
If you look at the windows, though, they've all been covered in.
Yeah.
That's probably because they're all shot out. There was probably glass in there. And, when the Soviet army came here in January 1945, it probably thought, that looks like a nice place to burn, and they burned it down.
Well, that's jolly nasty of them.
And usually, the strange thing, it wasn't the frontline troops that did it. It was the support troops.
Oh, with support like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can tell here in this square that it didn't look like this. I mean, this has been redone up. I mean, they've got some of the buildings inherited from the Germans, but oh look at this though. On the top there, that's pretty nice, isn't it? Over the Neonet, there, that funny tower thing and all the rest of it.
Okay. Carry on.
That's the police, by the way.
Okay. An outside bit of it.
That's my opinion. I mean, I mean, if you
Happy?
you sort of turners,
You like your Fanta or whatever it is, Mirinda, or what's it, Mirinda? Terrible. What isn't from the Pepsi company, it's from the Coca-Cola company. Why has it got a monopoly on just about everything? I hate that. At least my water is from a local producer.
Yeah?
Yeah, Mazurska, Voda Gazowana.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Owned by the Coca-Cola company.
No, owned by some German tart. Barbara Faktor-Nering. But actually she seems to be a German living here, because it's PPHU Factor Barbara Nering Olecko Targowa. So I think she may well not be able to help having been German, because she may have been German from the old days rather than having come across here now. You can't really blame people from staying where they were put, can you?
Well,
even when the country changes, you can't blame people for that, can you?
There were people stayed, but not many. Very few people actually stayed, because there was the initial wave, which happened here, which happened in horrible circumstances.
I mean, this is Prussia, right? This is Prussia, yeah?
Yeah.
East Prussia.
But you've got other places where people weren't captured until, for example, March and April of parts of Silesia, I mean, which didn't surrender until after the...
So that's effectively why Hitler put his control centre for the Eastern Front here, because it wasn't even Poland. He wasn't even thinking, oh, I'll put one in Poland.
No, it wasn't in Poland, it was in Germany.
It was in Germany,
Yeah,
so this was all Germany, even in the time of the Second World War.
Yeah,
this was 100% normally Germany. It had been for how long?
800 years.
Well, so effectively this is only newly Poland, where we're sitting now. It would otherwise have been Germany.
Yeah.
Okay.
800 years, I mean, I've exaggerated a bit. This part where we are now, the 15th century was...
But has there not been Lithuania? This hasn't been Lithuania, okay.
Well, I got told by Lone where she lives in Olsztyn, that it was actually Prussia.
Well, yes, East Prussia. But was it controlled by the Grand Master of the Teutonic Knights?
Yes, it was. Teutonic.
Okay, and was he any good?
Well, several of them. I don't know any of them on the floor.
Like, for example, a modern day chess player could have just wiped the floor with them.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay, right. So that's what the hot dogs here are absolutely huge.
What's that? What's that? 420 for something like that, enormous like that?
Yeah. Just like a...
Eat one of them, you won't eat four.
Well, that's right. Yeah, it's huge. It's one of the biggest hot dogs in the world there's ever been.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Yeah.
I'm not even sure I've seen one that big before. We're just going to get that waspanoid in a minute, I think.
Hey.
Oh, it's down. We've got a man down. It's flown back out again. If you drink that now after a wasp has stung it, what will happen to you? Absolutely nothing is the answer.
The wasp didn't sting the drink.
The wasp didn't sting the drink.
Do you drink this?
Yes.
After the wasp? Doesn't make the place a bit different, so.
Just to prove it. You see?
But anyway, I thought I have a cap on mine.
Yes, that's it. If you don't put it in a glass, then it's more safe from the wasps, you see. I must admit, it's rather waspy up here, isn't it? It's not so waspy in Warsaw.
I haven't never seen so many wasps in one place. Another thing is...
But I thought that you get a lot of wasps up in the Shields area, though, don't you? It's a northern phenomenon that you get a lot of wasps all at once, isn't it? Especially this time of year. I think it is.
I've got a little story actually. This is a bee. These two bees meet. One's...
Well, quickly, because I haven't got that many seconds left.
One's really fat, and the other one's sort of really starving. The other one says starving. They tell me, what was the fat? I had a fantastic time. I just found this great place to eat. What I do is I go down to the local synagogue. They've got all these non-stop. They've got these bar mitzvahs. They've got these Friday night dues. They've got dues on the Saturday after services. It's fantastic. There's all sorts of sweet things, donuts, sugar, all this. It's great. Another one says, hey, that's absolutely amazing. He says, but tell me, why have you got that black thing on your head? And the bee said, well, it's because I didn't want anyone to think I was a wasp. White Anglo-Saxon Protestant. That was the joke there.
Very good.
Right.
I
think I made a slight mistake with this.
What you don't like? What you've got?
Yeah,
It looks like you got a lot of fruit on that plate, and mayonnaise. And this is potato cake with all this kind of like quite a hot vegetable sauce all over it, which is quite good, really. I thought. So I'm taking a little film so that you can see yourself in this, in your little bed.
O, i pokaż do dziewcząt, że mam piękny głos. I powiedz.
Piękny głos. Lovely. Right, we're going. This shouldn't be just on the floor like this, should it, Sophie? It should be up there like that. Okay. Very nice voice. Come on. Yes, yes, you're a real star. Come on. Come on. So, come on. We're going. Tak, jesteś. Right. Come on then, mate. Let's find Alan and let's find Marisha and let's hit the road. Bye, Soph. Well, you can say bye next to the car, I suppose. This time we're going to go back on the direct road from Szczytno, which we're back in, going back to
via Makov.
Via Makov Mazowiecki into Warsaw.
I think it is. I'm not entirely certain of that, but
okay.
Yeah, because I thought we were going nearer Kenshin than we actually were.
Oh, that's right. Well, another time, hopefully.
Yeah, we can go to Kent another time.
In with a different party on the door, etc. But the force, the network that's manipulating events, is in power, whatever, because they're in power behind the scenes. You don't elect them; they just continue. And so. In America, some enlightened people use this phrase, it doesn't matter who you vote for because the government still gets in. And what they're talking about is the secret government, which is manipulating events to centralize power incessantly for a very simple reason. When there's a few of you and you want to control the many, you have to centralize decision making, because the more diversity of decision making there is, the less control.
In this country and others. Now you buy your coffee from the same few shops, you buy your clothes from the same few shops, you buy your medicines from the same few shops. There is no difference anymore. We are global. There are a few brands and they control the earth.
And what that is, of course, is centralization of global power. And globalization goes even further, because what they want and what they're doing is removing as many tariff barriers as possible, which means that they can make their products for a few cents on the dollar, exploiting some of the poorest people.
Walking in the shoes of Wales, should he be? Is he good enough? Can he cut the mustard? Bring it on.
In 100 metres,
should the Wales stay in France? Who is Tom Gordon? Good question. I've often asked myself. Who is Max? Do you know who you are?
I have absolutely no idea, but I'm hoping one day I'll be drunk enough to find out.
I have a humanity.
There's a flock going over.
No, it's 40 kilometres.
Yeah, it's just Starlings, yeah.
The Humanity Party. My idea is that instead of having officials above everybody, like they had in the Nazi Party and, you know, New Labour and so forth, is everybody's an officer of the party, and they can put up policies for discussion, and then everybody votes on them. If you don't want to vote, you don't vote.